That was Mexico. We're at the track. We're Autobahn or something. My 15-year-old, she has a permit. She drives the Hellcat. Of course, we put on the 500 horsepower mode, put all the traction control and all the safety stuff on. But she drives it. She's learning how to drive on it. That's not what she gets. She ended up getting a Jeep Renegade. We bought this from Ritz, and we bought her a little Jeep Renegade from Ritz as her first car. But it's so easy to drive that she can drive it, be safe, and you feel comfortable with driving it. So over here, I usually like to turn on the performance pages when I get driving. I just kind of like to see once I pick what drive mode I'm going to drive on. The engine one's usually the one that I go to. I don't know, it's just personal preference. That's the one I like to go to. The car sounds amazing. It shifts good. Like I said, just get your giggle box going. Over here in drag mode, you're going to hear a difference. The AC is going to come out of the car. It's going to start trying to cool down the air that comes in by cooling down the intercooler. And then you hit that, we go into drag options, and then this is where you have activate your line lock to do a good burnout, get those tires hot and sticky in the box. And then you have your launch control. Love that smell. You'll be able to hear the tires after you do that. It's backing up, and you hear just the rocks and all the stuff sticking to the tires. They're hot and sticky. It's awesome. You hear the flaking, you can still hear it every now and then. You hear that. They'll pick up all the little rocks and stuff like that. That's what you need. You need a really hot, sticky tire so you can get all that power to the ground. Still smell the tires a little bit. When you change the shift, the way it shifts, hit a button. If it's shifting too hard, hit a button. It's a smoother shift. If it's not shifting hard enough, put it in another mode. It's a firmer shift. Be able to get up in front, get going, and then slow back down so you can be safe. You can move. With the Demon, all car people, instead of just it doesn't matter what they're driving, are all car people. The people who knows cars and knows about the Demon, thumbs up and stops. You stop at a gas station, you're talking to people. All car people know and respect the car. It's kind of funny how it's so far above everybody else that's out there trying to play the game that all the other guys that have the other cars and competitor cars, they just want to look at it, sit in it, and take a picture with it. It's just, I've never had this late model car like this that drew the same attention and had the same respect as the old 60s muscle cars. And I've had Camaro SS's, 1LEs. I was a big Camaro fan until this car, but they just never had the same respect. Here we go. I bumped the gear out. Bumped it out of gear when it went to shift. So I try to get it to hook up. Traction control still on, but it can only do so much. How can that not make you chuckle a little bit? It's just it's just fun. On your way to work or something, just things are stressed, or on the way home. It's just fun. You hop into this, and it's just a totally different car. A totally different quality car, attention to detail. It's just, as far as reliability and everything, oh man, it's probably the best car on the market. And I've had a lot of cars. Pretty much every major sports car, every brand, I've had almost one of every generation. It's just what I do. It's a passion. So I'm fortunate enough to have the means to do it and buy them and play with them and drive them. And I never kept any of them, but this one is a keeper, and the Hellcat's a keeper. I mean, the Hellcat, when we went to, I was thinking about trading the Hellcat in, and my wife was like, no, not happening. I'm driving the Hellcat. You can drive the Demon, but I'm driving the Hellcat. The whine's going to be from the supercharger. It has an awesome supercharger. I love the sound of that whine. There's a lot of gears in this transmission for a drag transmission. It's not just a 3-speed, 5-speed. There's 8 gears in this car. I mean, it's just, who has a drag car with 8 gears? It feels reliable at 840 horsepower. It doesn't feel like at any moment something's going to give way. You just feel the power. You feel how stable it is. Everything about the way the car was put together, it feels reliable. Everything feels beefed up. You can tell it's not, no rattles, no shakes, no just, oh, what's going on? Is this going to break, or is that going to break, or am I going to do this or that? Sure, when you're racing, it's a sport, and things happen. Drive anything hard, things can and will happen, but it doesn't feel like it's going to happen any second in this vehicle. It's just tight. It's just a fun driver's car. That's what it is. It is a driver's car.